Alright, I finally have the time to make a job class review for the new job class. For the first video, I'm going to look at the Bard. Hey everyone, I'm King. Welcome back to KingSpade channel. This is a job class review video for the new job class Bard. Alright, you may have already know where to go if you want to change a job class, right? It is at this multi-job class NPC at Creatura Academy. There are two things that I want to highlight for this job class and for this new version. Now, the Bard job class is the second alternative job class for the Archer, and the Bard is a gender lock job class, meaning if your character is a male, you will change to the Bard. If your character is female, you will change to the other new job class, Dancer. You can see the indication down here. It shows you that the Bard is only for male character and the Dancer is only for female. When the job class can be used by both genders, it will show this. It said both. Alright, once you decided that you want to change to Bard, a message window will show up. Now for the current version, the penalty of changing to other job class using the multi-job features is now shortened to 2 hours, meaning you can change to other job class that you had unlocked every 2 hours. Previously, it was 4 hours. After changing class, the game is generous enough to give you an equipment pack, which contains all of the white equipment for the job class that you choose. So you do not have to buy a new set of equipment. The game will provide it for you, and you can just use the equipment. Super convenient, super easy. Alright, before looking at the skill, I always like to go over to the class recommended build to sort of get the idea what the game intended for the job class to be in this game. Now for Bard, it seems that we have two possible builds, the physical assist support type and group control support type, and both are for PK or player killing, showing here, or in another word, for PvP. The physical assist type is solo build and the control support type is ensemble build. Now ensemble is a pair skill that you can use together with the Dancer, hence you see there's a Dancer here in this picture, and both use INT and Dex stat. What's more is that both stat points are evenly allocated. That is interesting. For solo build physical support type, its play style is more to physical enchantment, movement field, and also group benefit. This is more of a support buff to the party members. For ensemble build control support type, it has group control, increased damage, and movement field. This looks like an all-rounded support. Group control the enemy and buff for party members at the same time. But this build needs to be paired with the Dancer to execute the ensemble skill. On the main stat, apparently Bard benefit from both INT and Dex stat. Increasing the INT stat will increase the magic attack, and increasing the Dex stat will increase the physical attack. Personally, I don't like this new job class arrangement. Same with the Monk. This just makes it so confusing. Should you get more INT or the Dex instead? Alright, after knowing its intended playstyle, let's look at the skill. We're going to start with the Bard skill. The first skill that we have is the instrument control. When using musical instrument, increase physical attack by 400% times INT and increase movement speed by 15%. Wow, 400% is a lot. And what with this skill? It increases physical attack, but the multiplier is INT stat. INT stat do not increase physical attack. So how do you use this skill? We are only at the first skill and I'm so confused. No wonder the recommended skill shows balanced stat point on INT and Dex. Does this mean you really have to balance both stat? Let's move on. At level 5, the instrument attack skill will be unlocked. Shoot 3 arrows to a single target enemy, dealing 450% weapons attribute physical damage. Can be used with elemental arrow skill. Next, Dissonance. This is a solo skill. Deal 85% physical attack plus INT times 30% weapons attribute physical attack to enemies in 4 meters radius every 1 second. Lasts for 30 seconds and consume 10 SP per second. At level 5, the Assassin's Dust skill will be unlocked. This is also a solo skill. Increase party members' final attack speed within 6 meters by 100%. Every 50 points of INT increase additional 1% final attack speed. Lasts for 30 seconds and consume 10 SP per second. The effect does not stack. At level 5, the Apple of Eden skill will be unlocked. This is a solo skill. Increase party members' maximum HP within 6 meters by 40%. Every 100 points of VIT increase additional 1% maximum HP. Last 30 seconds and consume 10 SP per second. Effect do not stack. Next, ensemble invitation skill. Invite party members bard or dancer to ensemble. Ensemble skill can be used when both parties are nearby to each other. Both parties' damage received is reduced by 15%. Use the skill again will cancel the ensemble skill. So every time when you want to use the ensemble skill, you need to use this skill first to perform an ensemble state. With a bard or dancer class in your party, to cancel the ensemble state, just click on the skill again. At level 5, the war drum skill will be unlocked. This is an ensemble skill, which means it can only be used when you assemble with another dancer in the party. Create a 6 meters radius field. Increase party members' damage inside the field by 60%. Lasts for 30 seconds and consume 20 SP per second. Both ensemble partner must learn this skill. This skill effect level is rounded number of the sum between both parties' skill level divided by 2. Effect do not stack. At level 5, the Mr. Kim a Rich Man skill will be activated. This is also an ensemble skill. Create a 6 meter radius field. Increase party members' best and job EXP inside the field by 30%. Audience blessing is not affected. Lasts for 30 seconds and consume 20 SP per second. Now this skill does not mention if the effect can be stacked or not. I guess players need to test it when it is available. Next, energy beat skill. Deal 5 times 300% attack plus 90% times AG or INT, whichever is higher. Weapons attribute, physical attack, total damage. So now the AG attribute is being added to the damage multiplier. This job class will be quite difficult to figure out. Maybe just use the blue talisman with man attribute stat, INT or AG or Dex and you are good to go. But I don't know. Too much factors to consider make it so confusing for me. Next, we have the Frost Joker skill. Deal 150% neutral physical damage to enemies within 4 meters. Has 40% chance to inflict freeze status to enemies for 4 seconds. Freeze chance is increased by the difference of your INT and the target INT divided by that number. I guess other than the stun resist in PvP, now you need freeze resist as well, but I guess PvP players already have that too, right? Next, Encore skill. When using solo and ensemble skills, reduce the SP consumption by 30%. And the last skill for Bard, the momentary adaptation skill. When equipped with musical instrument, each point of INT will increase 2 points of haste. When equipped with a whip, each point of AG will increase 2 points of haste. Bard or dancer can use this skill to stop the solo or ensemble skill. Ah, I see. Are you telling me that increasing the INT or AG stat will also give the Bard haste stat? This is so biased. This is like kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Now the Bard not only can get attack increase with INT, but also can get haste stat as well. If so, then this is the more reason that you need to use the INT blue talisman, because it can give you damage, but at the same time it also can give you haste. That is so unfair. But then again, Dex does the same thing, right? Increasing the physical attack of the archer, but also give haste. So now I guess they want to take that concept to the Bard as well, but using INT. Alright, next let's look at the Minstrel skills. The first one, Arrow Vulcan skill. Shoot 6 times 720% physical attack plus 200 times INT plus AG. Weapon attribute, total damage to single target enemy. All I see are INT and AG. There is no Dex in Bard skill so far that increase its damage. So what is the meaning of this? I think this should be INT and Dex instead of AG, right? I guess I'm wrong. At level 5, the Severe Rainstorm skill will be unlocked. Shoot down arrows from above. Deal 170% physical attack plus INT plus AG times 50. Weapons attribute physical damage to enemies within 4 meters radius every 0.5 seconds for 3 seconds. Just say 6 times, right? Each time increases arrow damage by 5%. Sort of like arrow shower skill, but the arrow for this skill showers within your 4 meters radius. Next, Bragi's Poem. This is a solo skill. Reduce party members' rival cast time by 1.5 seconds within 4 meters. Party members' casting skill will not be interrupted. Last for 30 seconds and consume 10 SP per second. At level 5, the Whistle skill will be unlocked. This is a solo skill. Add 1 point of hatred to monster within 6 meters every second. Non-monster will be immobilized for 4 seconds. Target that did not leave the area of effect can only be affected once. Last for 30 seconds and consume 10 SP per second. 4 seconds immobilized is very long, but you still can attack when you are immobilized, right? It's different than stun, right? I might be wrong. Next, Sound of Pain. Deal 280% physical attack plus 80% INT. Weapons attribute physical damage and inflict chaos status. Enemy in chaos status will move around endlessly for 3 seconds. We have immobilized and now we have chaos. All these are different than the stun effect, but all these makes you can't do anything. Next, Eternal Chaos. This is an ensemble skill. Creates a 6 meters radius field. Increase party members' final physical damage and magic damage bonus inside the field by 70%. Increase additional 0.6% for every 50 points of INT and AG, whichever is higher. Last for 30 seconds and consume 20 SP per second. Wow, 70% final damage bonus is a lot. It's like 5 Narrate cards slot at the headgear. At level 5, the Undying Siegfried skill will be unlocked. This is a long one. This is also an ensemble skill. Create a 6 meters radius field. Increase party members' wind, earth, water, and fire damage reduction by 60%, and increase debuff resistance by 20%. Increase additional wind, earth, water, and fire damage reduction and debuff resistance by 0.5% for every 50 points of INT or AG, whichever is higher. Last for 60 seconds and consume 20 SP per second. I think it is clear that the bard should get the INT stat above anything else. Next, the Lesson skill. Increase maximum SP by 10%, increase SP regen by 20%, and increase movement speed by 10% when using solo skill. But if you get INT stat in the build, you will not have problem for SP, right? But looking at the bard skill so far, it will consume a lot of SP. The movement speed definitely a good addition. Next, Longing for Freedom skill. Bard and Dancer can now move freely and use attack skill while using ensemble skill, except for solo skills. Reduce damage taken by 20% while in ensemble. Well, just like the skill name, Longing for Freedom. You can't hold me down. I'm going to move no matter what. And damage is reduced another 20%. Can the Bard and Dancer get 100% damage reduction with just using all these skill? Too overpowered. Next, Polymerization skill. I am not sure what will be the name of this skill if it is to be translated to English. The name that I use is reference from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Polymerization card, because the name does sound like fusion or something in Chinese. When using solo and ensemble skill, add 1 stack of polymerization, lasts for 10 seconds and can stack up to 10 stacks. Each stack increases 1.5% physical attack, so 10 stacks will be 15% physical attack. Next, Great Echo. This is a choir skill. Deal 600% physical attack, 300% AG plus INT. Weapons attribute physical damage to all enemies within 6 meters. Increases additional damage by 15% for each bard and dancer in the party, up to a maximum of 75%. Consume 1 throat lozenge. The last one, Lerat's Due skill. This is also a choir skill. Inflict redemption status for all friendly targets within 30 meters. Reduce damage taken by 30% and restore 20% 50% of lost HP after taking damage 4 times. Effect trigger once every 4 seconds. Last for 10 seconds. Reduce additional damage by 8% and recover additional HP lost by 4% for each bard and dancer in the party. Consume 1 throat lozenge. Alright, let's look at the clown skill. The first one is metallic sound. Deal 400% weapons attribute physical damage to the target and stun it for 3 seconds. And now we have stun. Next is vibration field. Creates a 4 meters radius vibration field, dealing 80% physical attack weapons attribute to enemies every 0.5 seconds for 8 seconds and slow the target movement speed by 50%. Consume 1 throat lozenge. At level 5, the reverberation skill will be unlocked. Every time using solo, ensemble, and choir skill, add 1 stack of reverberation. Every stack will increase the vibration field damage by 5%. Last for 10 seconds and stack up to 10 stacks. Next, tarot card of fate. Draw a tarot card for party members with a random card number. Maximum number is 13. When drawing the cup card, each numbers of card increases HP regen by 2% every 5 seconds. Draw the wand will increase magic attack by 4%. Draw the sword will increase 4% physical attack. And draw the star will increases damage reduction by 4%. All effects last for 30 seconds. At level 5, the Song of Return skill will be unlocked. Has 40% chance to resurrect a selected player, which restore 40% maximum HP and 20% maximum SP after resurrected. Additionally, increase the success chance by INT plus AG up to 30%. So in total, 70% chance to resurrect a player. Next, Deep Sleep Lullaby. This is an ensemble skill. Creates a 6 meters radius field. Inflict deep sleep to enemies in the field. Enemies in deep sleep state can't move or attack. Physical damage and magic damage reduction is also reduced by 80%. Enemies can move after receiving 10 times damage. Target can't be put into deep sleep state again for the next 8 seconds after waking up. Last for 30 seconds and consume 20 SP per second. I lost count of how many debuff the bard has. If play it right, it can be a good addition in the party for PvP. Next, the Ensemble Puppets skill. When do not receive ensemble invitation, ensemble can be done with puppet. The puppet can't move, attack, and take damage. Puppet ensemble skill level is set to level 5. The ensemble skill duration is reduced by 10 seconds. This is just to say that the bard can use the ensemble skill even there is no dancer. Just do it with a puppet. But the puppet ensemble skill level is set to 5 and the duration is reduced by 10. Next, Circle of Nature. This is a solo skill. Restore party members maximum HP in 4 meters radius by 9% every 3 seconds for 30 seconds. Consume 10 SP per second. Now the clown has heal as well. At level 5, the residual sound skill will be activated. When using Assassin's Dust, Apple of Eden, Ragi's Poem, and Circle of Nature, increase the skill duration for 6 seconds. Can be triggered every 30 seconds. Additionally, increase 1 second for every 600 INT or AG, whichever is higher, up to 15 seconds. Next, Dance with the Wolf. This is a choir skill. Inflict Dance Together state to enemies within 6 meters radius. Enemies inflicted with Dance Together cannot move and attack for 3 seconds. After 3 seconds, the enemies will be inflicted with Exhaustion state. Lost maximum HP and SP by 3% every second. Healing effect is reduced by 50%. Last for 3 seconds. For every bard and dancer in the party, lost additional 1% maximum HP and SP and reduce additional 30% healing effect. Consume 1 throat lozenge. At level 5, the Harmony skill will be unlocked. When party members, bard or dancer in 30 meters radius uses choir skill, if your corresponding choir skill is in cooldown, has 100% chance to reduce the choir skill cooldown by 1 second. I don't know if this skill will give a big impact. Will it make any significant difference with 1 second cooldown? I'm not sure. And the last skill, the Puppeteer's Trick. Summon a puppet at a designated location. The puppet will burst and deal 600% physical attack, neutral physical damage to enemies in surrounding 3 meters. At the same time, player will appear at the puppet's location. This This can act as a blink skill to get away or get near the target, and 600% damage is actually a lot. Alright, that's it for Bard, Minstrel and Clown skill. From the skill description, the INT stat plays a big role in the Bard build, so I guess the Bard benefit from INT and not so much on Dex. The AG stat is the alternative stat based on the skill description, but I think the Dancer will benefit the AG instead, but I haven't looked at the Dancer skill yet, so I'm not sure about that. Next, let's look at the Shadow equipment. Bard only has one Shadow equipment because he only uses the instrument weapon, so I have translated the Shadow equipment and I am just going to show you the whole thing without explaining. If you want to read it, you can stop the video to look at it or take a screenshot and read it afterwards. Alright, that is all for the new job class Bard. Now I haven't really put my mind on the Bard build yet. What skills are best to be paired with? What skills are essential for AFK farming or in PvP and so on? Because I still have Dancer and Sage to look at. So I hope this video helped you if you are going to use the Bard. Alright, that's it for this video. This time video shoutout goes to... Thank you for always supporting me and this channel. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. And also don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you will be notified whenever I upload a new video. That's it for now. I'll see you on the next video. And as always, happy playing. Bye bye.